Have you ever met your shadow self? He might look like he could kick your ass, but you'll win eventually once you wisen up, monkey.
Let me fly towards my hands, towards my hands.
So strange times are upon us. I can only explain it in the fact that there's energies revealing darkness on our planet right now. And your shadow self is being brought to the light, and it's ugly, it's nasty, it smells like funk meat. But you have to face him and say, hey buddy, I'm as good as you. Sure, you know Kung Fu. Yeah, you're cool. You're the cool kid. You smoked cigarettes. Yeah, we get you. I can do the right thing. No. Sometimes. And I'm better than you. No. So I'm realizing more and more that I have a lot of work to do, and I'm not the good person that I thought I was. Just this elevated being who's trying to ascend out the dome. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way there. I am nowhere near even being allowed to leave the parking lots of our Earth. It's pretty bad. For example, the other day, a couple weeks ago, Lee calls me, my mom's friend, who he was taking care of my mom for so long. And Reggie is his cat now, the cat we know and love. And he's saying like he's getting sick, he can't breathe right, he's breathing heavy, he's not eating. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like he's about to die. Usually cats, animals, they stop eating. Humans too. They don't have hunger and they just stop eating and then they're dead soon. So I was thinking like, that's probably gonna happen. Poor Reggie cat. He's like 13 years old. Usually Siamese live 15 to 20. That's a little young, but he might have got the jabs. I don't know, man. So I'm not exactly a cat healer. I barely healed my forehead rash in 5 years. So like, could I bring a cat back? I have no idea. I'd be like, raw meat? I don't know, man. So basically, the super compassionate me should have said, oh man, Reggie's sick. I'll be right over. I'll rush there with some raw liver or something and just see Reggie, hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, what did I do though? I was just like, yeah, he's probably gonna die. I don't know, just let it happen. He'll be good. And Lee's like, no, I'm gonna take him to the vet. I'm like, I don't know, man. So he takes him to the vet and they're like, he has fluid in the lungs and x-rays showed all this stuff and we could drain it and keep him alive, thousands of dollars, or put him down. And I wasn't gonna pay because I'm a dickhead. The perfect me would have said, oh, whatever it costs. Back when I was a kid, I had a cat. It was crushed by boxes. This woman was moving into one of the rooms in our houses, and we had an outdoor cat. His name was Ralph. Her name was Ralph. And boxes fell on him. And I heard this meowing one day, and I moved the boxes, and then he came out and he was crushed. I was like, oh my God. And so like I gave everything I had to that vet to bring it back. I was like, whatever it costs, we'll do this. And it was, as a child, I had all this birthday money. I was like, take it. And then my mom's boyfriend at the time was like, don't you want to keep some of that? And he gave me $20 back. I was like, whatever. So I don't know, man. I was compassionate when I was young. No longer. So Lee takes Reggie to the vet. He asked me if I could come help, and I was hesitant to do. I was like, can't the wheel trans guy help you? I don't want a bike. I'm about to eat my dinner. You want me to scooter my way there and then like hours at a vet? I'm like, come on, just let me know if you need me. And then at the vet, I get the calls like, yeah, we're putting him down. I didn't even get to say goodbye to my little Reg cat because I'm a selfish asshole. That's the reality. I was an only child, still am. My mom's not having any more babies. And I'm an ass. I'm used to being alone and only needing to care for myself. So whenever I'm asked to go outside of that, I'm not there. I'm just not there. For example, my fiance wanted to go to Ottawa with her family for Thanksgiving. And she's like, okay, we can go. I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming to that. I have one of those trips in me a year. It's a 5.5-hour bus ride just to get to Ottawa, and then a bunch of trips, and then I'm in a house. There's screaming kids all the time. I have to rethink of my whole diet. How am I gonna bring this? Right now I'm doing like a smoothie. There's no high-powered blender there. Does she have an Instapot? I'm gathering food, and it's a nightmare, and I hate the whole trip. going there, coming back, staying outside of my house. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming. So I'm an ass. That's the reality. But it really makes you question, like, what do you stand for? What is it you're here to do? Like, I get confused a lot about what that is. I like to think I'm a good person. I don't steal. Don't I? I steal all the time. I'm watching movies. I have this thing now where I'll download a movie, and then if it inspires me, I'll pay for it later on when it's much less money to rent, and I will keep the file. That's a level of stealing that even Satan would be like, what are you doing? That's not how this works. I'm an artist. I make music. I just listen to music for free on YouTube all the time. I don't pay for music, and I expect you to buy my song that's available down below? What am I doing? I have all the money in the world to be paying for these movies and stuff. It's more like just the convenience factor that I can just look it up. Oh, there it is. Boom. Download. Done. Some of you know I had a UFC channel where I was watching all these UFC fights and then I would review them after, and it just didn't sit right with me. I was like making fun of people for losing fights. Like, I'm a dick waiting to happen. So I stopped the channel. Just didn't feel right. And during that time, I was paying for all the UFC stuff, and then lately I've just been like, why am I paying for this? Like, some of it is just so bad, yet I'm addicted to it. It's just something to follow the stories of these people. But like, I'm no longer paying for anything, and I'm just like, who am I? I would never steal a physical item, but like something there, it just seems stupid to pay for it when it can be taken with your claws. So it's like, I should not do that anymore. With the UFC, they've been watering down the fight cards so badly to where it's like 90% of the fighters, I haven't even heard of them. So like, there's no emotional connection there. I'm not paying for that. But that mindset has dripped down to where I'm not even paying for the good ones that I like anymore. I'm a dick. A couple times I've seen a movie and then I'm like, oh, that was a good movie. I'm gonna go rent that. And then so I rent it on YouTube for like $6 or something, and I'm like, well done, I'm a hero. And then other times I'll watch a movie, but it's a new release, and it's like, you can rent this for $30. I'm like, yeah, I'll wait on that. And I don't write it down to wait. Oh yeah, just remember to pay for that later. I'm Satan's student, and I'm here to cause destruction, apparently. I don't know what I stand for anymore. So this is what the shadow realms are showing us. You're not as fancy free as you thought. You got issues. I do. I've been reading The Law of One, the raw materials lately. I got all 5 books. Apparently we're all one. I think we all know that deep inside, but it's hard to really fathom that the guy you're about to buy a camera from, you're trying to talk him down in the price. You're ripping yourself off. You think you're coming away from it better off. It's like, haha, I got this camera for less money. But he lost the camera for more money. That's not how that works. So you think you're getting away with something. I am downloading a movie for free. Hundreds of people are losing 20 cents from that. Less people buy. Like, you're probably watching this video with an ad blocker. Thank you, asshole. So now I make way less money because most of you are blocking the thing that gives me money. Ouch, that hurts. But I deserve it, clearly, as we're seeing throughout this video unfolding before us. So I created that, if anything. But I guess it hasn't kicked in yet that the other people are me and never do anything bad to anyone. There was a homeless woman outside of Shoppers Drug Mart the other day. I walk in there to mail a package, and I hear her outside. She has one of these voices. It's very, almost like a troll. Like, spare change. Like, it's really raspy, and there was security trying to get her to leave. Like, it was very irritating. So I was like having judgments about her. But then I walked out, and I looked over at her, and she was insane. but she smiled at me, and it was such a peaceful, sweet smile. And I was like, hot damn. You have so much potential in you, and life has beat you down, and things aren't right. I'm so sorry about that, but I saw her sweetness, and it overrid everything. The voice, her situation. She had so much hope, and we beat it down with our greed. And even the best of us have that same greed still. And we're not doing right things. We're cutting corners. I don't know, man. It's tough times on the planet, and I don't know the issues, but more meditation and just looking at it and facing it and owning up to it by making videos like this. Like, I'm an ass, and I've done many terrible things. I'm not helping Lee as much as I should. He took care of my mom for like a year with ALS, and I don't know, my mom died, and part of me just doesn't want another old person in my life that might die soon. And so like I'm just kind of distancing myself from him, and I'm just not helping as much as I probably should. I'm thinking, okay, he has daughters in the city. Like, if you need help, ask your daughters, not me. But I should be more compassionate. It's just part of me is like associates him with my mom's death. And so I'm just like, nope, can't be dealing with that anymore. Like, every time if I go visit him, that's my mom's old apartment. And then all the memories come flooding back. And it's like, okay, nope, I am leaving the city forever. So what do you think? Post your shadow selves down below. What do you have to work on? After you thumb up the video, of course. How dare you? You're thumbing down this video because you're currently stepping on a beetle. Just lift your foot. You're an asshole. That's the truth. But there's so much I need to work on. I kill ants. I'm done with ants. I'm the only vegan who just looks for ants to step on. They build nests? No. And like, I should have helped my mom more. I was just very like judgmental, trying to get her to heal. Like, why aren't you eating this to heal? I should have just spent more time with her, so I did not. I have a lot to work on after you donate Bitcoin. And I will now leave. Subscribe if you want to